Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to show you how to make a horse halter for your schleich. Today I'm not using a schleich horse because their face is a bit small to work on and I just need a bigger base. So I'm using one of my Breyer horses, and this is a bay thoroughbred and his name is Blue. His racing name is Midnight Blue. And your materials you will need is a hot glue gun, scissors, pliers, necklace chains, a horse, two kinds of ribbon of your choice, and then you need 6 of these jump rings. They're a bit bigger since we're working with Breyer, and then some jump rings and clasps. And the method that I'm using for Breyer is the same as I do for schleich. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, what we're going to start with is measuring out the ribbon that we're going to use for the halter. I'm using light blue ribbon for blue. It's not focusing very well today. So what we're going to do is first we're going to do the mouthpiece for your halter. So I would just cut an even amount, not even, but just a good amount of ribbon, like probably this much. So we're going to cut that out, and then what we're going to do is my camera is being really bad right now. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to measure how much we will need for the top piece of the halter, and you will need about this much. So now I'm just going to cut it, and I'm going to take one of my jump rings and I'm just going to slip it through and then overlap it so it's like that, and then I'm going to glue it together. Oh, my glue gun's not very well done. Okay, so now that we've got that glued on like so, we are just going to do the other side, and then we can do the bottom half of the halter. Okay guys, now that I've got the top piece of my halter done, it should look like this on your horse, just like that, where the bit usually goes. Now we're just going to measure the other side. So I usually cut about this amount for it, and for the lead rope clipping we are going to use one of these. So I think we're going to use this one because it's silver, sorry. So it's that one because it's the closest one to the big jump rings that I'm using. And then we are going to, if I can get this on my finger. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on a sec. So, and if you can hear that, that's my dog walking around. So it's just going to go straight through there like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to slide it through the halter and lap it again like that. And then we're going to glue it. Okay, and remember to just do this tiniest bit of glue, because if you do big amounts of glue on your halter, like when they're small, then it can end up being a big blob, and that's definitely not what you want. So now that we've got it attached like this, you're just going to do the other side of it, and then we will have the bottom half of the halter done. Okay guys, so the start of your halter should now look like this on both sides. So it's right up here on the nose, and then you have your little piece down here for the lead clipping. So now what we're going to do with the rest of our ribbon is we are going to measure how long it should be. So it should be right about there or shorter. So I'd say about that much ribbon. And then personally, I would do this just so it's not different measurements. I would line up the ribbon like this, so you have the exact same piece for the other side. So now we're going to cut that off, and on each piece of these ribbons you should put one of these big jump rings on the end, just like that, and then glue them just to make it have a more realistic feeling, because this is what real halters look like. And speaking of horses, I'm going to be doing a riding lesson tomorrow, and I will be filming, so you guys can see how I ride. So now you can just do that twice and then connect it to your halter, and then we'll go on from there. Okay, now your halter should look like this on both sides. And now we're going to do sort of tricky part, but not really. We are going to take, so we are going to take some ribbon, and about this size, probably a bit shorter, like there. And then what we are going to do is we are going to take 2 jump rings this time and put it on the end like this, like we did with the other part of the halter. And then we're just going to loop it like we've been doing and then glue it. Now you may be wondering why we did 2, but this was because this is for the buckle of the halter. So now that we've got that glued, it is going to go, sorry, I just have to remember, yes, so it's going to go on this side, and then so we are just going to glue it here. Sorry. I'm lying my horse down, which is why you can't see anything right now. But, so now that that is glued, like that, we are going to take another piece, and this is going to be pretty long because you don't know how long it's going to be, and I would cut it to here, so it's about this long, and then we are going to loop it like that around the halter, and then glue it down. So now that we've got the buckle sorted out, we are going to do the throat strap of the halter, and it looks pretty funky right now, but it will turn out really, really nice and really realistic. So it's going to buckle like that, but we're going to do that at the end, and we are going to cut a throat strap. Okay, so your throat strap should be about this long. My camera cut out when I was about to show you guys this. So what we're going to do is we just took the halter off. Now, sometimes I mess up on this, but hopefully I don't this time. You're just going to slide it through like that. Sorry about the weird background noises. I think someone's like vacuuming. So now that we've got that on, sorry, there's all these gluey stuff. So it should be looking like this, and then we're just going to put it on the other side, like so, and then we're just going to go like this, like that on the throat strap, and then glue it down. I'm gonna have to get another glue stick. Okay, so now the halter is basically done, and I think I'm going to do how to do a lead rope in the next video. But now it should look like this. I'm in a strange position here. So now to loop it, sorry, my hand's covering it, but it should go, oops, I made it twisted. So we're going to go through both of them. So go through both, and then open both of them so they're like kind of to the side like that. Oops, wait. Sorry, before I do this, I need to close up some of these hoops, which is why I have pliers here. Because sometimes when they have too big of spaces between them, then the ribbon can slip out, and I don't want that to happen, because that happened to a bunch of my lead ropes and halters, so now I just have to be extra careful. But anyway, I will show you how to buckle it. So guys, this is how you buckle it, and basically I spread both of the jump rings apart, and then I put the ribbon here. I can just show you, and they're adjustable too. So like if you have, and these can fit like any horse, I'm not joking, any horse. I've tried them on big faces and small ones. So basically, once these were spread apart, I put it through here. Ugh. Okay, it's being weird right now. So I put it through the bottom one and pulled it tight, just like that. And then you have a horse halter. And since this is kind of annoying, you can cut it. And there you go. You have a beautiful horse halter. And that is basically how you make a horse halter, and it's super simple. So this will be a really long video if I do it, but I think I'm going to do a lead rope, a fancy lead rope. So I'm going to take one of my chains from this like bunch of chains here, and I just got this off of Amazon. It was like, I don't know, $10. And so now that we have this, we are going to loop one of these jump rings the same color as the halter, and we are going to actually first we are going to cut the chain to about so it's that much. And then just cut it. Now this is definitely going to be a very long video, which I wasn't trying to do, but tutorials take time and patience, and all these materials that I have, like the pliers, I just had in a kit, and it just turned out that they were mini. But anyway, now that that's attached to the chain like that, we're going to attach another one to the end of this chain, and then also get the same color of clasp out. And this was an excellent purchase. It has the same colors of clasp and jump rings, and this is just off of Amazon, so you could totally go and buy this if you're super into making stuff for your schleich horses, or if you just want to experiment with things. So I attached the clasp to the jump ring, and now I'm going to thread it through one of the chains like that. You can't really see it, but that's okay. So now just going to thread this through, and while I'm doing this, a huge shout out to my bestie Wolfstorm XX, XX Wolfstorm XX, because she is absolutely amazing. She is such a good friend. She is amazing that she did that, because I really need the help. And her channel is amazing. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed to her yet, go subscribe, because I honestly can't believe how she does all that animation. So yeah, a huge shout out to her. So now we're just going to thread that through like that. Boom. And then see how much glue I can get out of this. Can I get any out? Okay. Here's a method that I'm going to try. I'm going to try squeezing it. Okay, that works. Now, I actually might want to secure it more, so just going like that, gluing it. So now it looks like this, and it has the chain and the ribbon connected to it. It's kind of like the schleich lead ropes that you buy, except you can make this, and it's super, super easy. And just so your schleich riders can clip on to this, you just make a loop in the ribbon like so. So it looks like that, and it doesn't matter how big it is, it will fit. So now we're just going to glue it down, and then you have a lead rope for your schleich horses, and you can attach it down here. And it looks a bit small on him since he is Briar, but this is the finishing product of the halter and the lead rope. So thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe and like down below. And here's just a quick view of the finished product.